I appreciate you guys for joining us. We're definitely representing Team Impact tonight. Team Impact is what it's all about. Team Impact is what it's been about for the last, I don't know, 4 months, 4+ months. We've been doing a lot of great things. Just a few, it started with just a few individuals, right? With a dream, with a vision of something, of wanting to do a little bit more. Okay, wanting to be a little bit more, get a little bit more out of life, right? So are you tired of being broke? Are you tired of watching everybody else win? Are you tired of not living the life you deserve? Well, the time is now. I'm gonna show you how to unleash your best potential and create 6 figures online with affiliate marketing. So we got together, collectively created Team Impact. Rosie originally started Team Impact. And then she, of course, as she was building her team, she ran across a lot of other leaders who said, you know what, the Team Impact movement makes sense, and we want to be a part of that movement. Team Impact is a group of all home-based business owners. We're all home-based business owners, and we focus on building, selling affiliate products, right? We sell other people's products, programs, and services for a commission. Why? Because we don't like to do customer service. We don't want to create products, programs, and services. We don't want to do that. We want to do what we're good at, marketing. Okay. We want to advertise. We want to generate leads. We want to build lists, right? We want to build our brand as far as affiliate marketing is concerned. Of course, a lot of people branch off and do other things. Okay. But that's the ultimate goal, right? This might not be the end game for you, but it can definitely be a place that you start, you grow, you get yourself some results, you learn the game of affiliate marketing, you learn the game of internet marketing, and you pretty much go out there and build any sort of business that you want to. Because when you understand the fundamentals of lead generation, traffic via the internet, you can make money anywhere that you desire. You can go to any program, you can build any offline or online business, you can do consulting, you can do all sorts of stuff and make a crap load of money. But this guy right here, and most of the leaders of Team Impact, we just want to collect checks, okay? We want to collect checks by going out there and being aggressive marketers in the direct sales industry. There's nothing like network marketing. There's nothing like direct sales. It's a powerful industry, right, that has created the most millionaires in the world, and I think the only thing that can really debate that is probably real estate. Okay, I would have to go back and look at my numbers again, but when it comes to network marketing, you're able to take someone, right, who has very little. All she has is their ambition. All they have is their hunger, right? And all they need is someone to give them a little piece of advice, right? Give them a little bit of coaching, and they're going to go out there and conquer the world. They're going to go out there and change their lives. They're going to go out there and change other people's lives, right? That's literally the fundamentals. That's the substance of Team Impact, right? Our slogan is impact drives income. We know that if we aren't making a significant impact on a group of people, we cannot make the type of money we want to make. And that slogan, you can put it into any industry, and it's exactly the same. Let me make sure I got the right mic on. Yeah, I do. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Right? You can go into any industry, and it's the same thing. You got to be able to impact people in order to make sales. You got to be able to impact people to get a promotion at your job. You got to be able to impact people to have people coming back to you and buying, right? You got to have an impact on people if you want to build a congregation. You got to have an impact on people, right? If you want to make $1 million, right? A lot of us sit back and we dream about, you know, how we're going to make our $1 million. Or, you know, I wish this and I wish that, right? But fundamentally, what you got to go back to the drawing board and say, listen, I need to figure out a way of how I can impact more people. And when you start to impact more people, people will start to pay you money. It's very simple. It's very simple, right? A lot of you who are already internet marketers, digital marketers, network marketers, ask yourself honestly, say, am I impacting enough people? Is my income not where it's at because I'm not impacting enough people? Right? I got somebody right now in my inbox. He says, How do I get back on track with Easy One Up? Like, where do I start? Right? Very simple. Very simple, right? When you give people value, they always come back. That's a good thing, right? Because I've disappeared and I've come back. I've disappeared and I've come back, and I've always come back to the same place, network marketing. Because that's where I found that's where I found value at. That's where I found life change at. So I know that one day it was going to be able to drastically change my life, right? So you got to have that type of impact on people, and team impact. That's exactly what we believe in. That is our core belief. Okay, because if you don't have something to believe in, you're going to believe in anything, right? And if you're going to be here until you get your own core belief, here's one for you, right? Impact drives income. So collectively, we do these live streams every night. And you got a different leader that comes out and does the live stream. And they pretty much, give you some value, some personal development. Then they tell you what we do as affiliate marketers, right? They pump you up, get you excited, right? Some people don't like that stuff, and it's okay. They're like, oh, when are you going to get to the information? When I damn well choose to get to the information, right? Because I'm running the show tonight, right? And every leader that gets up here every night, they're running the show. If you don't like watching the show, turn it off. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm telling you like it is, turn off the show if you don't like watching it, okay? But if you're going to continue to watch it and bitch and complain about the process of how we do things, then that simply means you got a lot of personal growth to do yourself, and it's okay. Just keep sticking around. Just ease up on the bitching, and eventually things will start to change for the better. All right, guys. Yo, I'm going to give everybody a shout out here. Monica, what's up? Bill, what's happening? Bill, I got something for you. Bill, you have been doing a phenomenal job of being consistent online since you've gotten started. When you got started, you went all in, and every day I've been seeing you in the marketplace, posting, live streams, just being in it, right? Because you got a goal, you got a dream. So I got something for you. Give me a few days. I'm going to give something to you that's definitely going to help you take your business from point A to point B, from where you are to where you want to be. I love to see people who naturally just do, right? When you naturally just do, you don't have to be told what to do. And when you ain't going to wait for anybody to tell you what to do. You already know that you got a bunch of material that you can access. So you start accessing the material, you start going through the material, and you just start fucking it up. Just go out there and mess it up, right? Just mess it up, because that's the only way you're going to truly learn. Coaching is great. Mentorship is awesome, right? It's going to give you guidance. It's going to point you in the right direction, but there is nothing, right? Like the teacher, the teacher of defeat, right? There's nothing like the teacher of failure to really help you to understand exactly what it is that you need to do moving forward. Okay. So I love it. I love it. Yosef, what's happening? Nelly, what's happening? Yolundi. I hope I didn't mess that name up. David, what's happening? Kyle, my brother, what's happening? Who else we got on here? Sharisa, what's happening? Ashley, was good. Jamal, what's happening? James, what's up? Jacqueline, I've known Jacqueline for a very long time online. Very long time. Bobby, what's happening? Christian, what's up? Rose, Mama Boss. Alvin, what's happening? Candy, what's going on? Fendi, what's going on? Rochella, is it Rochella? Yes, Rochella, what's happening? Man, everybody, I appreciate you for joining Team Impact tonight and every night. You guys always come through and bring value. And if you go over my timeline, it's one thing that I am consistent with is getting emails that say, you're about to get paid, right? Get emails that say you're about to get paid, because that's important to me. Okay. Why is that important to me? Because that helps me create the life that I want. It helps me to put my kids in a position that I was never able to be in, right? That helps me to assist my wife in her projects and the things that she wants to do in business and in life, right? It helps me to go out into the marketplace, build my brand to affect more people. It helps me to get products, programs, and services to help me develop my craft, right? It helps me. Money helps. It helps a lot. But until you start to help yourself a little bit more, money is not going to show up the way it needs to show up into your life. Okay. And this is not about executing the same thing, right? This is about executing the same thing and getting better at it. Okay, getting sharper at it, testing things a little bit more, right? Going into territory that you're unfamiliar with. And that's truly going to help you hone in your skills as far as internet marketing is concerned. So how do I get a bunch of emails that say money's on the way, right? People are going to pay you today, right? People are going to pay, people already paid you. How do you get these emails? Okay. The one thing that I'm going to focus in on tonight is exposure, right? Exposure. Okay. Exposure, exposure, exposure. And if you're honestly in business right now, I want you to sit back on your heels a little bit and I want you to ask yourself, am I getting enough exposure? Have I truly been out into the marketplace and making enough contacts, right? Have I been shooting my shot enough, right? Have I been building an email list, right? Do I have my own database, right? What have I been doing to constantly grow my business? If I started my business in October 1st, and I can't say by November 30th, I've had some growth, and growth isn't always income, right? Growth isn't always income. Maybe has the way you delivered your message changed, right? Has the way you invested into your business changed, right? Has the way you network with people changed? Right? Like in those 2 months, in those 60 days, can you honestly say, I've done a lot to help my business move into its 3rd month and eventually start to hone in on making daily income? Okay. This is a contact sport. Right? I'm not going to ever lie to you. I'll never tell you that, you know, this automated game is 100% automated, because it's not. Okay. Yeah, I get automated sales. I do. But my best sales come from making some contact. It comes from knocking some doors. It comes from picking up the phone. It comes from answering the message. It comes from sending an inbox, right? It's responding to the emails. It's responding to the comments. It's responding to the messages, right? My best sales come from making the most contact. Does it take all day? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right? It doesn't take all my time. It doesn't take all of my energy. Not at all. Right? That's cool. That's great. Let me tell you something. When you go to a 9 to 5, you make contact with things, right? You pick up the phone if that's the type of job you got, right? You send out the envelopes, right? You mop the floors. Maybe you're in maintenance, right? You're making contact. You're doing things, right? There's a lot of physical activity involved in the nature of your business when you go to the 9 to 5. And then when people get online, all of a sudden this physical contact thing goes out the door because they believe that they can magically make money without doing the necessary work that's required. Right? We can't. It's a contact sport. And if you want the freedom, Bill says freedom is also an income, right? When you want the freedom, when you want the income, you got to make the contacts, right? And a lot of you, when you get started, you have a job. You have maybe a business of your own. You're doing things. So you're fairly busy. You got a life, right? You got kids. You got a spouse. You got a significant other. You got things going on in your life. Let me tell you something. If you want the freedom, you have to make the time. Right? A lot of you get started, you don't have the money to invest into certain things. Let me tell you something. It's okay. You got to analyze your financial situation and you got to make the money to make the moves that you need to make. Right? Let me tell you about a friend of mine. I'm going to go back to 2000. I want to say 2012, 2013. Right? This individual quit nursing school. Some of you might know his story. Okay. He quit nursing school. Literally almost out the door to being a nurse, which is a damn good job if you ask me. Shit, if I can get through nursing school, I probably would have kept it. You know what I'm saying? Right? But his heart wasn't in it, right? He felt that he could do better on his own. He felt that he could get more on his own. He felt that he could make a better impact on his own. So he quit nursing school before it was time to quit. And then he consulted with his sponsor, his upline, his mentor. He consulted with him, and his mentor pretty much told him, he said, listen, if you want to make all in money, you got to be all in. Right? He said, if you want to make all in money, you got to be all in. So my friend looked at his situation. He knew that he knew he physically didn't have the money. He said, I physically don't have the money, but I really want to take advantage of this opportunity because I know that it might not be here in a year. It might not be here in 2 years. So I need to take this opportunity right now. So what the man did, he took his car and he sold it. He sold his car. Go all in the opportunity. Now, for most people, even myself, that shit crazy, right? I don't even see myself doing that, right? I can't even see myself doing it. I don't even, the thought don't even come to my mind to get rid of my baby outside. But he sold his car. He got the funds that he needed. He went all into the opportunity, and now he was all in. He was all in, right? He was all in. All his money, all in. The only thing that he can do from this point forward was win. He had already lost. He was already at the bottom. He was already broke, but he was in, right? And now he had an opportunity that if he worked that opportunity, he can make himself some income. That's not a bad position to be in, especially with the nature of social media and the internet. We can literally do great things with no money, right? So he figured out how to go all in. Fast forward his business. The business, he started to do, a unique marketing method, okay? He started to do a unique marketing method. And this marketing method, every day he worked at it and he worked at it and he worked at it, where everybody else was failing and quitting at this particular marketing method because they would either ban us, shut us down, close the doors on us. They didn't like marketers, so they said, you know what? Every time we find a advertisement that is that a marketer has put out, we're going to shut it down. We're going to flag it. But because he knew that there was no other way for him to make the money he needed to make or get the contacts that he needed to make unless he continued with this opportunity, because it's the only thing that he could potentially afford at the time. So he kept working at it. 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 He got so good at it that he was making hundreds upon hundreds of contacts a day. And because he was making so many different contacts a day, his income was increasing like crazy, right? When people mention lead flow, that means making contacts, right? That's what that is. So if you're only getting a few leads a day, you're only making a few contacts a day, okay? Yeah, that's one way to think about it, right? That's how I like to think about it, because it's the leads that build our business in the end, right? The ones that we attract. So he kept building the business. And then he said, you know what? He had an aha moment. He said, you know what? The skill set that I have acquired building my business, I'm going to repackage it into a program. So he repackaged it into a program. It had to be like I don't know, something like a 10 video series, right? And he sold it. I remember when he was making the videos for this program, and he actually reached out to me. I was the first person to test the funnel. He said, bro, could you test my funnel? I'll PayPal you some money so you can test my funnel and make sure it works. I was excited because I knew I was getting some free content, right? Right? He PayPal'd me the money, I'm getting free content. So I said, yeah, I'll test it. And I tested it and I went through the process and I was like, wow, you did this? All of this? He says, yes. I'm like, dog, I wish you luck, man. You're going to make some money. He's like, yeah, man, I should make like 10 grand a month. You know what I'm saying? It's like, awesome. 10 grand a month. Whoa, my eyes is popping out of my head. I'm like, 10 grand a month? That's what's up. He launched. I think it was July or August of maybe 2014 or something like that. After 30 days, he closed over 6 figures with his product. Over 6 figures with his product. Just a year ago, he was selling his car to go all in. He was selling his car to go. It's a true story. And I guarantee some of you know who I'm talking about. Some of you know of him, but don't know his story in its entirety. He'll actually be at the event this weekend in Washington, D.C., sharing how he's been able to build a YouTube platform of over 70,000 plus subscribers. And he did that in a year too, right? Just a year from making 6 figures in 30 days, he was selling his car to go all into his opportunity. He dropped out of nursing school, which most of us we would kill to have the opportunity to get through nursing school. He walked away from it, sold his car, went all into his opportunity, and 1 year later, made 6 figures in a single month. Now, that's his story. What's yours? Are you going to create your story? Are you hungry enough to create your story? Right? Are you in enough pain right now to create your story? Are you tired enough right now to create your story? Have you been losing enough right now to create your story? You've gotten started in the opportunity. What you going to do with it? Right? We've given you the blueprint. Are you going to build the house? See, my friend was given the blueprint and he built the house. He built the fucking house bigger than he could have possibly imagined. The man said, I should make about 10 grand this month. He made $100,000. And let me tell you what was the major component to that. I mean, what the major component to crossing 6 figures in 30 days, what the major component was. I told you guys earlier, exposure, right? Exposure. Now, let me tell you, in this industry, it is so important to be connected with people. I make it my business to reach out to certain people to be connected to, right? I like to talk with people. I like to go to events because this gives me the opportunity to connect with the right people. See, my friend loved to travel to events. My friend is known in the industry because he talks to everybody. And the moment he dropped his product, he had an arsenal of friends, marketers, and various different opportunities that said, yes, my brother, I will help you promote your opportunity. And this is someone who just a year prior to that had to sell his car and drop out of school because he had a bigger vision for his life. Now, if you're this type of individual, you got a bigger vision for your life. I'm telling you right now, align yourself with the right people. Maintain your focus every single day. Don't move to the left. Don't move to the right for anybody. Don't fall off the path. Don't walk through the wrong door. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. If your heart is in it, stay in it. There are going to be times that you're going to want to quit every day. Every day you're going to say, I'm going to throw in the towel. Even somebody like myself, see, my goals might be different from some of your goals, but if my goals aren't reached, it frustrates the shit out of me. But my ego is too big to quit. And I'm praying that your ego is too big to quit. I hope that you will look forward every single day and say, you know what? This is for me and I'm going to get it. The life that I want is for me and I'm going to get it. I'm tired of watching everybody else win. I'm tired of hearing all the other success stories. I want to create mine. Yes, I get inspired. Yes, I get motivated. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, shut up. I want to win too. But I can't help you do that. That's going to be ultimately up to you. That's going to be ultimately up to you. You're going to have to dig deep down inside and say, you know what? I want to be a 6-figure affiliate marketer. Fantastic. Fortunately, we have a wonderful opportunity called Easy One Up. Okay. We're Team Impact, yes. And our current primary opportunity is Easy One Up. I proudly say the words Easy One Up because if you knew the founder of our opportunity, you'll know the things that he's gone through over the course of the last, 10, 20 years of his life as far as building his business. A very interesting person, a very kind person, very humbling person, a very hungry person. Had the opportunity to meet Peter Wolf in person in LA in September. And, he'll look you in your eyes and you can see his truth. You can see that he wants you to succeed, right? You succeed, and it puts a little bit of money in his pocket too, but ultimately to see that type of passion for people and always honing in on his own skills so that he can put himself in a position for us to be able to, positively talk about him, positively share his message and his story to help with the building up this business. Now, the one thing I liked about how Easy One Up is designed, number one, it's 100% commission, okay? And we sell big ticket products, all right? $100, $250, $500, right? $1,000 and $2,000, and potentially some new products in the future. But right now, that is our product suite. And each level of product, 100, 250, 500, and 2,000, are various different ways to grow a home-based business owner's business, okay? I mean, you're talking about training from social media marketing to pay-per-click advertising, to using forums, right? The fundamentals of building your brand, how to get more exposure, how to generate endless leads without using any money, like so many different things. And we can go outside of affiliate marketing and talks about a little bit of Amazon drop shipping, just different ways to humbly build your business, to quietly build an empire, to go from 0 to 100,000, to go to 100,000 to 1 million, to constantly build your business. Quality content that any business owner, right, who is currently a business owner, a home-based business owner, can use in their business. Or if you're someone new, you get the goods straight from the jump, the right information from the right people. I had the opportunity to actually be one of the features in the $2,000 product. So awesome, right? I was able to speak in the LA event, and I talked about my 8-step routine that's actually packaged up in the back of the $2,000 product. Can you imagine me, little old Mike Williams, right? Has a price tag of $2,000. That shit's sexy, right? And how did that happen? I aligned myself with the right people that could make that happen, right? I'm consistent with my message. I'm consistent with my work. I focus on winning. I focus on impact. And that's exactly what we train Team Impact members to do. The absolute same. Okay, to go out to the industry every day, not caring what anybody thinks, and go out there and build their business with integrity, right? Passion, endurance, tenacity, right? It's exactly what we teach people. I want you to be a hunter. I don't want you to be some guppy in this industry. I want you to be a hunter. I want you to see a prospect. I want you to gear in on that prospect, and I want you to close. I want you all to learn to be closers. I've seen the most timid people become closers because they focused on winning as opposed to losing, right? But let's get back to Easy One Up, okay? So in order to get started with Easy One Up, you have to own one of the products. By owning one of the products, it allows you to become a reseller. By owning one of the products, it allows you to become a reseller. When you purchase one of our products, there's also an administration fee. This administration fee goes back to the company, okay? Because the company needs to invest into more technology, better trainings, more events, just good shit to help you build your business, right? That makes sense, right? It only makes sense. And as resellers, when we go out into the marketplace and we be rock star advertisers, I mean, we advertise on Facebook, we advertise in text messages, emails, right? Google, Bing, all over the place, and many places that we possibly can be to spread our message of affiliate marketing and selling our products, programs, and services. Guess what? Boom, we get paid. We close a sale, we get paid that day. I got paid today. Did you get paid today? I hope you got paid today. I know you got paid today. If you didn't get paid today, it's okay. Today is still the day, right? Because you sometimes payday isn't always about money. Payday is about learning. It's about executing. It's about getting that much better than you were yesterday. That's payday, baby. That's why we say today is the day. Today is the day, right? Because you just grew that much bigger than you were yesterday. And I'm telling you, your day, your financial day, right? When the digital currency starts to increase, that day will come. I guarantee it will come when you focus on winning and taking the blueprint and doing your absolute best in building your house. Guys, make sure you share this live stream. I want 300 plus live. I want 300 plus shares tonight. Go out here, 300 plus shares tonight. Let's get this bad boy up to 1,000 comments. I see the hearts. I see the love. I appreciate you guys. I wish I could keep up with the comments. I just can't because you guys are on fire, because this is Team Impact. It's what we do. We represent, we show up, and we show out every single day because we want more and more exposure. So Team Impact, we got together the leadership minds, right? And a few other minds that we have. We call them our engagers. We share ideals on how we could get more exposure for people who are pretty new at this industry. So we said, you know what? We're going to do the live stream rotator. Okay. We saw a few, I'll be honest with you. We saw a few other teams doing this exact same thing, but I looked at it, right? Because I'm a little techie. I looked at it. I said, you know what? I can streamline that shit and I can do it better. That's what I said. I said it to myself. Now I'm saying it to you guys about what I said to myself, right? So I streamlined it. I said, you know what? What if I get one link? I don't want to be responsible for giving people sales, but I can get one link and I can put all our links into this rotator. And every night on our live stream, when we get all this exposure, all these people stopping by the live stream, all these people connecting and engaging and watching and liking and getting interested, they can go to one link and someone can collect a lead. Someone can potentially make a sale based on the team leaders doing a live stream every night. I said, traffic is what we need. Traffic is what we want. So my ideal was to help the newcomer get engaged, get involved, right? Start showing up every day because it was in their best interest. So you're not going to show up to engage if it wasn't in your best interest. So the leaders, the engagers started to show up every night. They started to engage and share and help us go viral because it made sense, because they were getting something back from it. You understand? They knew that their link is in the rotator above. They know that when you join the free group and the greeters greet you and introduce you to the group, they invite you, they get you into the group, they point you into the right direction of the vision, the Team Impact vision. They know that on that vision is a team rotator, so they have the potential to get a lead or to get a sale. You feel me? That's teamwork. That's working together. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. See, I know I'm going to make money. I've been doing it for 10 years, right? A lot of the other leaders know they're going to make money because they've been doing it for more than 3 or 5 years, right? They know. But for my new people who I need to make sure that they mentally can get through their first 90 days without quitting, I figured we can do a daily live stream to help them with that. And that's what the Team Impact live stream is about. How many of you watching right now have ever, have been in the situation where you get people started in your opportunity and they quit? They usually quit because there's no daily motivation. There's no daily inspiration, right? Motivation is like bathing. You got to do it every single day. That's what Zig Ziglar says, right? Winston Churchill says, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's your willingness to continue that matters. So every person that gets started, I want them to know, right? I want them to know, right, that once you hit your goal, you make more goals. I want them to know that when you fail, it's okay. You're not going to die. Your life is not over. You just discovered what doesn't work. We're here to make sure that we dig out that lion on the inside, that hunter on the inside, so you can show up every day and show the hell out. And I'm guaranteed that one day that light bulb is going to go out, that light bulb is going to go off, and you are going to go off. Let me tell you another story about a female who I just discovered has not even been doing internet marketing for a year. Either a year or a little over a year. The way she delivers her vision, the way she delivers her message, the way she's been closing out sales this last couple of weeks, I had no idea that she was as new as she is. See, I've been around for 10 years. So if you've been around for a year, you're new. Okay, you're a rookie still. Okay, it's a lot to learn, right? So she came through with all this passion, this energy, integrity, right? Motivation, momentum. I'm like, whoa, this shit is natural. And then today I discovered it's natural. But here's the deal. It was a process, right? It was a 12-month process. It was a learning process, right? Now, let me tell you something. Would you pay one time for an opportunity, work at it for 12 months? Let's just say you worked at it for 12 months. You didn't give up. You kept showing up and showing out. You kept learning. You kept growing yourself. You kept growing your knowledge. You kept growing everything that there was about this industry and all the information. You just kept growing. And all of a sudden, you start closing sales. Like $500 sales, $1,000 sales, $250 sales. You're just closing them on a daily, every other day basis, right? Until you find yourself making a $250, $2,500 week. Is it worth the process? Absolutely, it's worth the process. Why wouldn't it be worth the process? You paid one time for the opportunity. You worked at it for a little bit, and all of a sudden, boom, you're making this good income. Right? And let me tell you something, and it doesn't mean that she wasn't making money all year. She was making some good money, right? But she stepped up and she started playing with the big boys, right? She started selling big ticket programs, right? She started dealing with less people and making more money. Isn't that nice? I started dealing with less people and making more money. Isn't that nice? And I'm talking about my sister, Monica Allen. Phenomenal individual. She comes into this industry. She gets aligned with people, right? And she just spoke this weekend at Nate O'Brien's event in San Diego, California. She spoke at his event. I don't think she's known Nate for more than a couple of months. But her passion, you can see it. You can taste that shit. You get the energy. It's all over the place, right? So if one successful individual sees that, he knows that this person is not just going to be your average marketer. They're going to impact a lot of people because their story. When your story brings you to tears, that's when you start to help a lot of people. And that's real talk. I probably jumped all over the place just now, but I had to because I go where I'm led to go. Okay. I'm go where I need it. I go where I'm emotionally needed at that moment when I like to deliver my message, right? Because each and every one of you are human. You're real. You got real stories. You got things that you are dealing with. Okay. Some of you got things that most people wouldn't even touch, right? With a burning stick from 15 feet away, they wouldn't touch it, right? But it's you. You're the individual that's going to change more lives than you can possibly imagine, right? Change more lives than you can possibly imagine. And let me tell you something, when you start to share that story and you start to, sharing that story, and you start to mix it in with giving people an opportunity, giving them hope, an option, right? A different perspective on how they can change their life. That's some powerful stuff. That's life-changing stuff. Okay? Life-changing stuff. All right? And Team Impact, we're just getting started. We're like this small in a world this big. We're this small in a world this big. We got so much growth to do. We got so many more people to help. We're actually extending our live stream speakers by 2 or 3 this week because some people stepped up and said, I want to talk. And we said, hell yeah, let's bring it, right? We see them every day doing their own live streams, being consistent, giving out shout outs, right? They're not making thousands of dollars a month, but they're passionate and they believe, and that shit matters. You understand? That shit matters because that's going to be the difference, right? Between being stuck where you are and eventually being catapulted to where you want to be. It happens just that fast. At one moment, you're like, how do I do this? How am I getting out of this situation? I don't know where the money's coming from. I don't have anybody to help me. I'm just going to sit here and break down, right? And at that breaking point, right, when you're ready to just throw in the towel, at that breaking point, when you say enough is enough, at that breaking point, you finally realize that, you know what, I might be broke, but I'm not broken. I might be down, but I'm not out, right? You pick your head up and you just keep it moving. It's no different in business, right? Have you ever been so broke? like you start to do what I just did, laugh. You're so broke, you just start to laugh about it. Like, damn, can anybody be as broke as me, right? How can I work as much as I work and still be broke? How does this work, right? It's all a level of personal development. It's all things that we got to learn. Right? We got to start being more open with ourselves, more honest with ourselves and saying, you know what? You suck at finances and I might need some help. Right? Right? I suck at dieting and I might need some help. Right? You start to realize like, hey, I suck at a certain thing. I might need some help. But the thing I am good at, that's what I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to share that. I'm going to be a boss at that. And let me tell you something, that thing that you're so passionate about, you're so knowledgeable about, it's that thing that's literally going to change everything for you. And when you can back that with a financial opportunity such as Easy One Up or any direct sales opportunity, you can back it up with that and you can be passionate with other people. They start to resonate with you. They start to connect with you. They start to see you as somebody that they can potentially grow with. Is it real or what? Like, that's real truth. A lot of you got here because you connected with somebody. Might not have been me, could have been one of the other leaders, could be one of the engagers, it could be one of our members. Something about them that you connected with. And you said, you know what? This is where I'm going to start. This is where I'm going to be a winner. This is where my life will change. Right here, this moment, this opportunity, right? This internet, right? I'm gonna use this busted phone, right? Some of y'all got some busted phones, I know, because I had one too. Busted phone, can barely see the screen, it's cracked up, ain't had no money. As long as I could type an inbox, guess what? I was doing what I had to do because I knew that my day was coming. Let me tell you something. Sometimes that's all you need to know is that your day is coming, right? And when you can confidently get up, every single day, do the work, go to sleep at night, sometimes sleep at night. Some of us so hungry we can't sleep at night, right? But we know that we're doing the work. We're doing what's asked of us, right? I see my fan base growing. I'm getting a little sharper. I can sense the confidence in my videos. I can sense the confidence in my messages. I can sense the confidence in how I'm connecting with people. Everything's starting to change because I'm getting more knowledgeable and I'm becoming a bigger believer in the process. Say, I believe in the process. I want y'all to type, I believe in the process. All right, because it's process that builds great people. It's process that builds millionaires. It's process, process, process. You got to be willing to go through it. You got to be willing to know that things will change. You got to be willing to know that tomorrow won't be like today, right? You got to be willing, like, you got to know that tomorrow won't be like today, right? You got to know that today won't be like yesterday, right? Because it's the process. The process is going to change you up a little bit. Your swag's going to change. People are going to talk to you differently. Some people you're going to look at, and because you now know what you know, you're going to listen to that conversation and say, you know what, this ain't for me. You're going to say, I don't have time for this. This don't make no sense to me, right? This is not entertaining to me. When you start thinking like that, I promise you, you are on the right track. You are on the right track to prosperity. You are on the right track to getting everything that you want out of life. You are on the right track to changing lives around you. You are on the right track to be a boss. You are on the right track to be successful. You are on the right track to have everything that your heart's desire. I'm telling you, when your thinking starts to change, everything starts to change about how you look at your money, about how you build your business, about how you talk to people, about how you connect with people. Your circle all of a sudden starts to shrink just a little bit, right? And all of a sudden, this new individual is birthed. And don't nobody know who the hell they are, right? They're like, well, who are you, right? Like, well, who are you? They know who you are, but everything about you has changed. Your smile has changed. Your confidence has changed, right? They see you bought a couple of new cars. They see you moved out of the neighborhood. They see you traveling a little bit more, right? They see you doing less talking and more work. Less talking and more work. That's what this is all about, right? It's so much bigger than money, so much bigger than affiliate marketing. It's so much bigger than all these things that we think it is, right? It's about freedom, choices, options. Freedom, choices, options. That's all we want. That's the one thing that we all have in common, is that we want freedom, choices, and options. Let me tell you something. If you get the opportunity to come to DC this weekend and get this type of energy live from myself and 2 to 3 of some phenomenal markets in the industry, right? Shoot me an inbox and I'll show you how to get a ticket there this weekend, December 8th and 9th. Also, if you can't travel, it's last minute, I know. I have a live stream option for you. I'm gonna be live streaming the event, and I'm gonna make sure that all of you can get the access to it. Of course, it comes with a price, not a big one. Shoot me an inbox, and I can get you the live stream information. Because you're not gonna wanna miss this information. You're not gonna wanna miss this passion. If you want momentum, you want change, you want the next 12 months of your life to be absolutely different, you're gonna wanna hear what we got to say. You're gonna wanna participate in what we're doing, right? If you don't have a home, as far as a direct marketing home is concerned, I want you to get started with Team Impact tonight, right? I want you to go to jointeamimpact.com or find the person that invited you to this live stream tonight. I want you to inbox them and say, hey, bro, hey, sis, give me your link. I'm ready to get started. I want you to take that link. I want you to fill out the form and create a new account. I want you then to go all in the opportunity. I told you a story about my friend who went all in, and 1 year later, he made six figures in a single month, right? Because he believed in the process. If you're an individual that believes in the process, I want you to get started with Team Impact. And I want you to help us, help you change your life. I want you to let us help you, right? Get everything that your heart's desire by becoming a successful affiliate marketer and learning the skill sets that's required to make income from your mobile phone or your laptop on demand, okay? It is a process and it's all good. It's a good process, right? What else would you be doing in the meantime, right? Watching TV shows and and talking about the latest drama, right? All that stuff is unnecessary. We want individuals to grow. We want you to go to new heights. We want you to be new individuals in 2019 and say, you know what, enough is enough. And for those people who are already a part of Team Impact, I'm talking to you, right? Today is the day. Stop holding yourself back, right? If there's things that you've been meaning to do and you have it, it's time, right? It's time. It's time to step up and show out. You have a powerful product in your hand. You have an opportunity in your hand. You have leaders at your disposal that have gotten numbers that the average person haven't gotten. You have everything at your disposal. You got content, right? The only thing that's missing is you. The only thing is missing is you stepping up. The only thing is missing is your consistency. That's the only thing that's missing. You're in already. Show out. Right? Show the world I'm here to stay. I'm here to make things change. I'm here to do what I've been meaning to do. I'm ready to do the thing that got me started in the first place. I want you to go back to that moment when you handed over your credit card and you got started with the opportunity. That moment, that one moment, you thought about something. I don't know if you thought about your family. I don't know if you thought about your current circumstance, something you're trying to get out. I don't know if you're sick. All right. I don't know if you're trying to get someone into the country. I don't know what it is. But whatever it is that got you started, I want you to hold tight to that every single day. And I want you to go onto the internet and I want you to show out. Like Tori said, let's eat. There's so much money. Everybody can eat. Everybody can live, right? But you got to step up and show out. And if you're the type of person that's willing to step up and show out, go out there and gain the exposure that you need via the internet, I'm telling you, your life can definitely change over the course of the next 60 to 90 days. But you got to be hungry. I can give you the blueprint, but you got to be willing to build the house. That part is on you. All right. It's your boy, Mike Williams. Go back to the person that invited you to this live stream or go to jointeamimpact.com. Make sure you join our free group as well. Once you join the free group, answer the 3 questions that we ask of you. A greeter in that group will point you in the right direction to our bigger vision on how we're helping people to succeed with the internet and being affiliate marketers. All right. Once again, it's your boy, Mike Williams. I appreciate you. MikeWilliamsPro.com. Check me out at IamLiveDC.com, December 8th and 9th this week. If you can get here, shoot me an inbox. If you want the live stream information for the event, shoot me a message as well, and I can give you the live stream information. It's going to be a lit event. There's going to be a lot of life changing in the building, and I hope that you'll be a part of that as well. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.